Hello, I'm Amanda Kemp with Huntsville Utilities.
Hi, my name is Nico.
Hi Nico, so today let's talk a little bit about electricity. Do you know what electricity is?
Yes, electricity is energy.
Do you know how we make that energy?
Through solar energy, natural gas, water.
So electricity is generated, and for Huntsville Utilities, we actually purchase our electricity from TVA. And electricity has to be used as soon as it's created, so it's immediately put out on the lines. But you know what? I think it's time to call in an expert. One of our line workers is going to tell us a little bit more about electricity and power lines.
Here at Huntsville Utilities, we buy power from TVA. All right, we buy that power. Most of the time we buy it at 151,000 or 500,000 volts. We use transformers to step that voltage down and distribute it throughout the county. Most of the power lines that are out around your homes and that you'll pass up and down the roads are going to be what we call 15 kV, which is 7,200 volts per phase. To get it that 7,200 to something you can use in your home, we use a transformer. And it takes that voltage and steps it down to 120, 240, which then can be used inside the home. All right, so right now we're a little high. Our voltage is a little high. We're at 7,700 volts. That's just like what would be out on your homes. It fluctuates depending on the temperature and time. So at Huntsville Utilities, we don't want to have our customers out no more than we have to. All right, so we go out and we work on the lines, we maintain the lines, and we do a lot of stuff that the customers never know we're out working on them. You see all these guys with the rubber gloves on? Those gloves are rated somewhere around 30,000 volts. The problem with the gloves are they're made out of rubber, okay? All it takes is a pinhole leak in those gloves and they're destroyed. The electricity can then flow through it.
You want to check out those gloves that he was talking about?
Yes, I do.
All right, well these are the rubber gloves that they wear when they go to fix the power lines.
Whoa, these are big.
Yep, and they have to do everything in those gloves. Do you want to see? So one of the things that they have to do is they have to take this wire and wrap it around. Do you want to see if you can?
I might need some more hockey practice.
We'll see what happens. This is a rubber glove that failed inspection. We'll see what happens when it comes in contact.
Slow motion.
You see the rubber boots, rubber overshoes all these guys got on? It's for their protection. Electricity's always looking for the easiest path to ground. All right, we'll see what happens when this rubber boot that failed inspection comes in contact.
We definitely have to be safe around electricity.
Yeah.
So I wanted to show you something. This is actually the electrical line that feeds to your house. So when you take it from the pole to the house, or if you have underground, each side of this is 110 and 110, so that's 220, and then that is the ground. So those are electric lines. Now, even though they are insulated right here, you still can't touch them, okay? Because it's not enough rubber. That's why our guys wear the gloves. This is called a squirrel guard, and when the electricity is up on the pole and goes into the transformer to be stepped down, this is actually the line that would be going to the transformer, and the line feeds through like that, and that helps to keep wildlife and small animals from coming in contact.
All right, what's some reasons we may have some power outages? Squirrels. A lot of the public don't realize it. When we go out, we'll have an outage, we go out there, we're working on it, and they all want to know what caused it. We'll say a squirrel. Top of the transformer is metal, it reaches out, touches the energized line, well, it knocks the whole line out. We'll see what happens when this squirrel gets on top of the transformer. Did y'all hear that? All right. How many times have you heard that heard that sound, might have been sound like it was at a distance down the road and your lights went out. That's what it sounds like when a fuse blows out on our system. They are, it's just a little metallic fuse, but when it blows, it's loud, okay? A lot of our outages are also caused by trees. It's gotten a lot better over the past few years. We got a good tree trimming program going now. But still, after a storm, you go outside, you go out in your yard and you see a tree that's laid over in the line. Is it safe to touch that tree? No, electricity can flow through wood. All right, a lot of the old line tools used to be made out of wood, but it was dried and had a process it had to go through. We'll see what happens when this piece of wood is in the line. All right, if you walk outside and you see a tree doing that, there's no way you're going to touch it. You see it, you see the electricity, you can hear it, you can see the smoke, flames coming off of it. You know electricity is flowing through it. So there's no way you're going to go out and touch that. But we've seen a lot of times where we went out and a tree be laying in an energized line and not even make a sound. He's going to hold it across the white cutout. You'll see the light come on. All right, it just turned the light on at this house. Electricity's flowing through it. 7,000 volts. It's not making a sound. People don't realize that balloons cause us a lot of problems. When we built this trailer and started experimenting with it, we changed kind of our procedure. We used to just go out, linemen get in the bucket, raise up with rubber gloves on, just get the balloons out, didn't think a lot about it. We'll see what happens when this balloon gets hung up in the line. All it takes when you go up there, reach up there to get it is a change in the wind. Wind direction, you got a big fire in your face. Kite string. Your kid's out flying a kite and the kite gets hung up in the line. Is it safe to try to pull it out? No, same thing with kite string. We'll bridge the white cutout and listen, you'll hear the same thing. It don't make a sound, it don't fire up, but you see the light on? It's picking up the windings in that transformer just with that little small piece of string. All right, let's say you're involved in an accident or drive up on an accident. Cars hit a pole, all right, and there's power lines down. You think some of them lines might be touching that car. If you're inside the car, is it safe to try to get out of it? No, unless it's a dangerous situation, stay inside. What we tell people is if it's a dangerous situation and you're in the car and need to get out, open the door and jump with both feet together. Jump and land as far away from that car as you can. This is what could happen if you stepped out of it. How many of y'all see our trucks out on the roads, getting your way, you gotta drive around them, we'll have cones out around them and all that. Well, we still got a lot of power lines that we can't get bucket trucks to. Whether they're behind the houses or going up the mountain over here, we can't get bucket trucks to them. So how do we get up there and work on the power lines? That's right, we climb the poles, okay? Y'all see Chris right here? Y'all see the spike on his boot right there? That's what we call our hooks. We stick that spike down in the pole, and that's what we use to climb up. Y'all see his belt he's got on? He's got his body belt on, he's got all his tools in there. He has a safety strap. Once he gets on the pole, he can put that safety strap around the pole and use both hands to work, okay? So when we're working, a lot of times, 90% of the time, we're working with energized lines. We have to be trained in pole top rescue. Wherever we're working at, we have to be trained in the rescue of our guys working with us, okay? Chris is going to demonstrate to you how we do it. Y'all see how he uses those spikes to stick them in the pole to climb up? Alright, y'all see how he's got his safety strap around the pole? He can lay back in his belt and use both hands to work. Alright, most of the time when we climb, a lineman puts all his tools, everything he's going to need that he can carry on his belt with him. Majority of the time, by the time you put your tools, you've added about 30 to 50 pounds of weight on you before you ever take up off the pole. Alright, y'all see that rope? Yeah. Alright, that's what we call a hand line. Every pole we climb, we carry a hand line with us. It's our lifeline to the ground. If we need material, whatever we need up there, you can raise and lower it with that. Like right here, he's using that hand line to rescue the guy that got injured.
Oh my God.
All right. So now we lower him back to the ground, and the firemen and ambulance workers, they can all help us now.
Well, thanks for joining us, Nico. Are you ready to go out and restore some power?
Yep.
All right, and we just want to remind everybody, in the event that you do have a power outage, be sure to give us a call, 256-53-LIGHT, and our line workers will come out and get it restored as fast as possible. Got anything else that you want to add?
Make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss another video.